I used to believe money is evil. Money is rich people taking advantage of the poor, but that mentality did not serve me well. It made me poor, it made me cynical, it made me trapped, it made me have to live a life that I hate. And things did not change until I understand what money really is. Making money is about providing value to society. When you do that, society say, oh, thank you for that, I owe you, and it pays you back. If money is evil, so is the creation of money, so is the creation of value, and we'll end up living in a world full of people taking but no one contributing. That's a recipe for disaster. When I was a little kid, I remember that my parents would try anything to encourage me to study harder. Sometimes they would say to me, you gotta study hard. If you don't, you may end up being a janitor sweeping the streets. Initially, I couldn't wrap my head around that. I was like, what is wrong being a janitor? I want to be a janitor. What is wrong with that? But kids pick up things very quickly. Soon I came to the understanding that janitors, they are at the lower end of the social hierarchy, so inferior to those white-collar jobs. And that's why I don't want to be a janitor. I guess the equivalent in English is, you want a free burger the rest of your life? You probably don't. I guess most people don't. I know I don't. But is a flipping burger being a lower social status job a good reason for that? I don't think so. I think for anybody who is thinking in this way, essentially they're playing the status game. And in a status game, for somebody to feel superior, they have to push somebody else down. For example, if A gets promoted to become the CEO of the company, B has to step down. When cynical people say, oh, because blah, 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 I am good, you are bad, essentially they're saying, I represent the good, and you endorsing the opposite, so you are bad. So you could really see that the status game is a zero-sum game. For somebody to get something, somebody else has to lose something. Sports is very much so. For Team A to win, Team B has to lose. So for me, playing a status game is really a waste of time because it's purely extreme to power and social status. It does not create any value. Money game is a good game. You could argue otherwise, but you cannot deny that. Status game does not create any value, but money game does. Janitors, they provide value. They keep the place clean, so they get paid. So money game is a politicsome game. Everybody can do it because everybody can provide value, especially now with the internet. We can possibly serve billions and millions of people in the world. If you can find a problem and help people to solve the problem, you'll probably be rewarded very handsomely in money. So everybody can do it. Money is in abundance. If you choose not to play the money game, don't hate those who choose to play the game because social status game is a lot worse. It does not really create any value. But I did not really understand that when I was younger. So I thought money was evil. I also thought who made money were also evil. So back to my uni days in China, I had those entrepreneur classmates. They would come up with any kinds of idea to make money, like delivery service, printing service, selling drinks, the list goes on. I ignored them. I basically didn't really pay any attention to them until one day I was told how much money they made. I was jealous. So I tried to make myself feel better by playing the status game. So I told myself most of them were from lower income families, so they needed it, they had to do it, I don't. But now in retrospect, it's actually not I don't, but because I was financially supported by my family who worked their butt off to earn those money to support me. For that reason, I didn't need it back then. So really, I was in no position to criticize them. So then I was like, well, as a student, they should really be focusing on study like everybody else. But I was not studying at all. I was playing basketball all day long. So from that perspective, I was also in no position to criticize them. The truth is, they are creating value. Everybody needs a printing service, delivery service, and drinks, right? But me, on the other hand, I was creating zero value. So I was actually the one that is being a parasite, sucking my family earning. Just saying that makes me feel disgusted, but that's exactly what I did. So there's really nothing wrong with them, but everything wrong with me. And the end of the story was, I came to the understanding that I was actually the one that is poor. because I did not really create any value. But I've always looked at money through the lens of money is evil. I've never really looked at it through any other lens like money creation, value creation. But now I've understood that money creation is about providing value to society. When you can do that, especially do it at scale, you'll be rewarded very handsomely by the world. I guess Jack Ma someday said something very similar to that.
If you really want to work for yourself, think about the others, because only when the other people are successful, when the other people are happy, you'll be successful, you will be happy. Don't worry about the money. Money follow the people. People should follow the dreams. If you have a dream, just to go ahead.
So I'm making this video as a reminder for myself. I also know that some of my viewers are still students, so I hope you can understand this money lesson early so you can be a contributor and start providing value to society. Once you develop a healthy relationship with money, you're likely to provide value to society, and one day you'll possibly be rewarded very handsomely in money. So my name is Kevin, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.